team, Kim from Fitness here. Today we're going to do a strength workout. So I've designed it in a way where if you want a bit more of a challenge, you have one today. The focus is to be more mindful of our movements and our muscles to make sure that we're squeezing all the right muscles, we're holding it all for a second, so we can really feel everything working, get a bit more work, a bit more tension. So make sure you take every movement nice and slow today because we really want to focus on each movement. So for the workout, all you'll need is either some dumbbells, choose weights between about 3 to 5 kilos because we will have some exercises that are quite challenging. If you don't have any dumbbells, that's all good. Grab some water bottles of the same size, same weight. Between 500 and a litre is good because that's about a kilo to 500 grams. Let's dive into it. Okay, so we're going to start with a little bit of a warm-up round, just get the blood moving. First exercise is going to be a core rotation. So we're going to rotate to one side, pivoting on the ball of our foot so we can get some movement through our legs and hips. Rotating side to side. Make sure you take it slow and we're not aggressively swinging, so we don't want to aggressively hurt the spine. Next, we're going to do a chest swing, so just arms back and forth over each other, swinging them back. Again, nice and gentle. We don't want to aggressively swing through our joints. Then we're going to go into windmills. We're going to sit into our hip, tap the toe or shin, wherever your flexibility is, making sure the opposite arm is up in the air. Keeping nice and low in that position, shifting from hip to hip. We're going to tap each toe, shin, knee, wherever you are. And then the last one, we're going to go leg swings, 20 seconds on each side. If you need to hold on to something, you can, but I would encourage challenging yourself with your balance. And we're just going to swing the leg back and forth, arms coming up and over. Same thing to the other side. Okay, let's do it. Okay, 5 seconds to the next exercise, to chest swings. Five seconds to the next exercise, which is windmills. Make sure on the windmills that we are staying nice and low into the movement. We are sitting into the hips, rotating through the core. Five seconds to the next exercise, leg swings. On the leg swings team, make sure that we keep our opposite foot, our standing foot, planted to the floor for stability. Getting a nice gentle swing. Ready for the second round. Core rotations coming up. Okay, 5 seconds to the next exercise, to chest swings. Five seconds to the next exercise, which is windmills. nice gentle swing. If you start to lose your balance, just tap your swinging foot to the floor. Okay, so first round of exercises, we're going to do 30 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and we're going to do 3 rounds of each exercise. First one is going to be a squat into press, but this one we're going to add more of an athletic movement into it. So we're going to start with the opposite arm up in our hand. We're going to come down nice and low into a squat, and we're going to drive up, pressing up overhead. As we press up overhead, we're going to turn on the ball of our foot to get a rotation through our hip and core. We're going to hold it for a second, and then come back down. As we bring the dumbbell arm up, we're going to bring our opposite arm down. So we're going to add a bit more power to the movement. So we're going to do 30 seconds on one side for that one, then 30 on the other. Then for the next one, we're going to go straight into a squat hold, holding dumbbells up at your shoulders. Otherwise, you cannot use a weight at all if that's getting a bit too tough. We're going to hold it here for the full 30 seconds, making sure that our hips stay in line with our knees, chest up nice and tall. We really want to feel the weight through our quads on that one. And then the final exercise, we're going to dive into a side into front raise. So really important to take it nice and slow as you come down. Really control the movement. Don't throw it up through your back and through your hips because that can do a bit of an injury. You want to brace your core, feet together, and coming out. Hold it for a small second at the top just to make it a bit more challenging. All right, let's do it. Getting ready, team. We got squat and press next. Make sure we're sitting low into those squats, team. Getting a sharp pivot on that toe, really powering up through the legs to press up overhead. Want to make it a nice sharp movement. Make sure we keep our back nice and tall. We want to keep the weight through our quads. Ready for the side to front raises.
Now you know why I had to go. I still love you.
Hold it for a second at the top, team. Brace that core. Make sure we're not swinging through the hips. Getting ready, team. We got squat and press next. nice deep breaths. You're doing great. Stay nice and low in that squat. Nice and controlled on the way down. We want to take it slow.
So uninspired, on my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah, she needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch when we were younger. Yeah.
Getting ready, team. We got squat and press next.
Touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me.
Doing awesome. I know it's tough. You're doing great. We're getting stronger.
Some trouble. When he's around, my problems seem like double. His stupid eyes put me on ice, so no, no. Don't slow me down, don't wanna do this solo.
Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me.
Almost there. We've got the squat and hold.
Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. I can't help myself, you're a drug to me. I just can't get enough. I know this is love, so me while we're still young. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me, touch me.
Okay, so for the next round of exercises, we're going to do 40 seconds of each exercise, 2 times through with a 10-second rest in between. First one, we're going to do a lunge pulse into balance. So we're going to step our left leg back, make sure our heel is right up. We're going to drop through the back knee. We're going to come a small pulse up, small pulse down twice, then bring the back leg up, stepping it back, 1, 2, back up into a lift. So 2 pulses, up into a lift. As you bring your leg up, really make sure that on the front leg, you're planting your toes to the floor for stability. So when you come up, we don't wobble all over the place. We're going to do the left side first for 40 seconds. Then we're going to jump onto the floor and we're going to do push-up pulse into twist. So same thing, we're going to do 1, 2, pulse, up into a twist. Same thing to the other side. Make sure you alternate sides. If you need to do the push-ups on your knees, that's okay. You can do them on the knees. Come up onto the toes for the twist. So we're going to do that for 40 seconds, and then we're going to dive back up with the dumbbells and the lunges. We're going to do the right leg back for the second round. So 1, 2, into a lift. 1, 2, into a lift, and then jumping back onto the floor for the last round of push-ups. Let's dive into it. Coming up is the lunge and pulse. Make sure we're doing just a small pulse on that lunge. We don't want to drop the knee to the floor.
Everything changes.
Coming up is the push-ups. Make sure we brace our core. We don't want to let our hips start dropping down. Keeping our shoulders in line with our wrists. We want to keep the weight through our chest. Really good. The quads are going to start to be burning now.
Life.
I'm on my own, broken and alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Don't stare 'cause the flames will burn us. I thought you were the one for me.
Coming up is the lunge and pulse.
Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. I used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me.
Coming up is the push-ups.
You're never here when I'm in pain. You hide and disappear like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near in hopes you'd chase.
Doing really good, strong push-ups.
I'm on my own. You made it so, and now I'm chasing nightmares. I used to run with you through the great big leaves, laugh at you when you laugh at me. Hope for us because I believe the home was just you and me. I thought you were the one for me. That's that's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Make sure we're planting our toes on the front leg to the floor for balance. Take the movement nice and slow. If we move too quickly, we'll lose our balance.
Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know. Oh, I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me.
Awesome work, team. Really great. Keep going. Almost at the end.
Oh, you meant the world to me. Oh, I'm gonna do this on my own. No point in blaming you, you did not know.
Oh man, that was hard. Okay, so the next round of exercises, same thing. We're going to do 40 seconds of each exercise, 10-second rest in between, 2 times through, starting off with a deadlift and row. So we're going to tuck our shoulder blades back. We're going to hold that position, bending over our hips, soft bend through the knees as we come down. At the bottom here, we're going to come up into a row. So we want to lift the dumbbells up towards our ribs. We want to keep our shoulders locked back. So we're squeezing our upper back as we come up. So we're going to come up into a row and then into the rest of the deadlift standing. So down, row, down, up. Nice and easy. So just one row in between the deadlift. Then we're going to dive into side lunges. So for the side lunge, we're going to step out to the side. Really important that your toes and knees are pointing forward. You're going to sit back into your hips. If you're holding onto dumbbells, it'll be one on either side of your shin. Driving up from the hip, alternating into the other side. So I'll show you what that looks like side on. Really, really important to put the weight through the hips and not through the knees. Don't go fast, because I've noticed when people go fast on this one, the toes go in all different directions. So really important to take it slow. Let's do it. Get a soft bend through those knees, team, as we come down into the deadlift. Squeezing that upper back, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Shoulder blades tucked back. Squeezing through the upper back, really good. Hold it for a second, team. We want to feel the muscles burning. Toes and knees pointing forward, team. Really sitting into the hips. We want to get the quads and the glutes working. Want to feel those thighs burn. Deadlifts next, team, get ready. Side lunges coming up. Awesome, really good team, taking it slow, making sure everything's lined up. Really great team. Almost at the end. Okay team, we're going to jump on the floor now for the final round of exercises. We're going to start off with an alternating chest press. We're going to do 30 seconds of each exercise, 10-second rest in between, 3 times through. So for the alternating chest press, we're going to lie on our backs. We're going to have our knees up in the air but feet on the floor. And we want to make sure we brace our core just to protect that natural curve in the spine. We want to start by holding the dumbbells up in the air. We're going to bend one elbow out to the side, keeping our wrist in line with our shoulders. And we're going to squeeze our chest. Just bring the dumbbells back up to center. Make sure again to take it really slow movements so you can relax the top of the shoulders and squeeze through the center of the chest. After that, we're going to do some lower abs. We're going to bring our hands behind the curve in our lower back. We're going to press our back to our hands, and from here you can either do alternating, so it alternates just a little bit easier. We're going to keep our back pressed against our hands as we drop one heel to the floor at a time. If that feels too easy, then you can try doing 2 to the floor at the time, but the most important part is that we avoid getting that arch through our lower back. From there, we're going to go into a pullover, so we're going to hold the dumbbell by either end. We're going to again brace our core just to avoid our lower back arching up. And we're going to bring the dumbbell back behind our head, keeping it just above the floor, and then back up to our chest. Again, you want to just keep the top of the shoulders relaxed to avoid pulling the shoulders because we want to work through our serratus anterior and through our chest, our rib muscles. Okay, let's do it. Keeping those shoulders relaxed on the chest press, bracing our core, we're protecting that lower back. Lower abs up next. Almost there, pullovers team. Keeping the dumbbell just above the floor, bracing our abs. Hold it for a second at the back, nice and slow on the way up, really good team. Alternating chest presses next, team. Make sure that we're squeezing our chest as we come up, keeping our wrists flexed. Doing awesome, team. Breathing out as we come up, so good. Make sure we're pressing our back to our hands, team. We really want to keep that core working. It's all in the abs. Abs of steel after this. Doing great. Alternating chest presses next, team. Lower abs up next. Almost there, pullovers, team. Breathing out as we come up. You're doing great. You're almost at the end. Awesome work. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that workout, team. I certainly got a sweat going with you guys. Be sure to like the video and share it with everyone because it's a fun workout. Maybe do a Zoom workout with one of your friends. You can do this one together. That'd be so fun. I'll see you in the next video.